Hi students, how are you? Fine, okay. Now let us discuss the next topic from the chapter polynomial. Okay, the next topic is division algorithm for polynomials. You can get a sure question of 3 or 5 marks from this chapter. Okay, from this topic, particular topic, that is division algorithm for polynomials. Now, before entering into this topic, let us revise what we have learned in the first chapter, real numbers. You know what is Euclid's division algorithm? See, this is also division algorithm. Okay. So let us divide a number, let us take 37. If you divide 37 by 5, you will be getting 7 as quotient, 7 5s are 35, and you will be getting 2 as remainder. Okay, so this can be written as, what do you call 37 here? Here 37 is called as dividend, dividend. Dividend will be equal to, what is 5? 5 is called the divisor into, what is 7? 7 is called the quotient plus, what is 2? That is called the remainder. Okay, that we have discussed in the first chapter. That is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now, instead of 37, if you write a polynomial here, we can call it as p of x. Okay. Now, if you divide p of x by another polynomial instead of 5, if you write another polynomial, let us divisor, let us call it as g of x. Now, if you divide a polynomial p of x by another polynomial g of x, you will be getting a quotient. Let us call the quotient as q of x. And sure, there will be having a remainder. We can call the remainder as r of x. Now, using this method, how can you write this? Here the dividend is p of x, isn't it? So here you can write p of x is equal to divisor. What is divisor? Divisor is g of x into quotient. What is quotient? Quotient is q of x plus, what is remainder? Remainder is here r of x. So this is known as division algorithm for polynomials. I think it is clear. It's very simple. P of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. What is p of x? That is the dividend. G of x, divisor, q of x, quotient, r of x, remainder. P of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. This is known as division algorithm for polynomials. Here, g of x should not be equal to 0. Okay, that's one condition. G of x should not be equal to 0. Then what can you say about r of x? Remainder. Here, remainder can be 0. For example, if you divide 30 by 6, what is the answer? 5 times 30, remainder will be 0. Okay, so remainder can be 0. Similarly, here when you divide a polynomial by another polynomial, the remainder can be 0. So r of x can be equal to 0. Or there is one condition. The degree of r of x should be always less than degree of g of x. Is it clear? See, you are given g of x. You divide p of x by g of x. And you will be getting a remainder. Remainder can be 0, or the degree of remainder should be less than the degree of g of x. Okay, that's the next condition. Now let us solve some NCERT solutions, from exercise 2.3, and let us understand how to divide a given polynomial by another polynomial. Okay, then this concept will be clear to you. Okay, now let us solve the next exercise. Now let us solve the exercise 2.3 from the chapter polynomial. Let us read the first question. The first questions, it is given two polynomials p of x and g of x. You have to divide p of x by g of x, and you have to find the quotient and the remainder. Okay, let us start with the first one. It is given that p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. And g of x is equal to x square minus 2. The first thing that you have to make sure that the degree of p of x and g of x should be in the decreasing format. That means it is x cube, okay, then should be x square, then x, then constant term. Okay, that is a standard form. That is called the degree should be in the decreasing format. Here x square, there is no x term, don't worry, then the constant term. Okay, now let us start dividing p of x by g of x. Let us write p of x first. X cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, that is p of x, that has to be divided by g of x, that is x square minus 2. Now let us see how to find the first term in the quotient side. Here you should get a number or a term. When you multiply that term with x square, you should get x cube. Can you tell me what is the term? That is x. Why? Because what is x into x square? X cube. Okay, so the product of these two should give you the first term of p of x, x cube. X into x square will give you x cube. Or to find this term, what you have to do, just take the first term of the given polynomial p of x. What is the first term? First term is x cube. What is the first term of g of x? X square. You just divide x cube by x square. What is x cube by x square? X. So that term you have to write there. That is how do you get x. Okay. Or we have to go for x square into x is equal to x cube. In either ways you can do it. Okay. So here x into x square, x cube, x into minus 2, minus 2x. That should not be written here. 2 into minus 2 minus 2x. That should be written just under the x term, minus 2x. Now, just subtract. You can just change the symbol and you can just add. Okay. So here it gets 0, becomes 0, minus 3x square, plus 5x plus 2x, plus 7x. Now if you want, you can just bring minus 3 down. Okay. Now what's the next step? What should be multiplied with x square to get minus 3x square? What you have to do to find the term here? Take the first term here, that is minus 3x square, divide minus 3x square by x square. X square get cancelled, you will be getting minus 3. So here the term is minus 3. Or you can say what is x square into minus 3? Minus 3x square. Clear? So if you cannot find out like this, you can divide this term by first term of g of x. Then you will be getting the term that you have to write here. Okay. So let us do it. Minus 3 into x square, that is minus 3x square. Minus 3 into minus 2, that is plus 6. Where will you write it? Plus 6. 6 is a constant term. You cannot write here. You have to write here plus 6. Okay. Just subtract. You can change the symbol and you can add. It becomes 0. Here 7x. What is minus 3x minus 6x? That is, sorry, minus 3 minus 6, that is minus 9. Here the process stops here. Why? What is the degree of remainder? Degree of remainder, x raised to 1. 1 is the degree of remainder. What is the degree of g of x? Degree of g of x is 2. So when the degree of remainder becomes less than the degree of g of x, we can stop there. Okay. Now what is quotient? Now the quotient here, the quotient is equal to x minus 3 and remainder is equal to 7x minus 9. I think it is clear. Okay. It's very simple. Divide p of x by g of x. Here the important thing is how to get this term. Take the first term of p of x, take the first term of g of x, just divide, you will be getting the term that I have to substitute use here. Okay, quotient term you will be getting. Proceed, you will be getting quotient and remainder. Now let us solve the second one. The second one, P of x is given, that is x raised to 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. G of x is also given to you, that is x square plus 1 minus x. Now we have to divide P of x by G of x and you have to find the quotient and the remainder. Okay, let us write P of x first. P of x is x raised to 4. Is there x cube term? It is not given. So it is better to give x cube term there. Okay, so you can give 0x cube. Here if x square term is not given, you should write 0x square. Okay, so here as x cube term is not given, we have written 0x cube. Then comes x square term minus 3x square. Then comes plus 4x plus 5. See, the degrees are in the decreasing order. Okay, let us divide P of x by G of x. You see, what is G of x? X square plus 1 minus x. That is not in the standard form, or that is not in the decreasing degree level. So first you have to write x square, then you should write x term, that is minus x, then you should write plus 1. Now it is in the standard form. Okay, now let us start dividing P of x by G of x. So what will be the term, first term of the quotient? Can you tell me? X square into dash will give you x raised to 4. X square into x square is x raised to 4. Or you can find out x square by dividing the first term of P of x. What is the first term of P of x? G raised to 4. You can divide this term by first term of G of x. What is G of x here? First term, x square. What is x raised to 4 by x square? X square. That is how you get x square there. Okay. So x square into x square, x raised to 4. X square into minus x, minus x cube. X square into minus x, that is minus x cube. That's why I told you to write 0x cube there. Okay. Now x cube. Next, x square into plus 1. Plus 1x square. So plus 1x square. Now what's the next step? Just subtract. Change the symbol and you can add. When you add, it becomes 0. 0x cube plus x cube. That is x cube. Minus 3x square minus 1x square. Minus 4x square. What's the next term? Plus 4x. Okay. Now let us divide x cube by x square. What you will be getting? X cube by x square. You will be getting x. So what is the next term? Next term is x. Why? Because what is x into x square? X cube. So how can you get this term x here? Divide here the first term by first term here. So x cube by x square, that is x. Now you get x here. Now x into x square, x cube. X into minus x. X into x, x square. So x into minus x, minus x square. X into plus 1, plus x. Next step, subtract. Change the symbol. Plus become minus. Minus becomes plus. Plus become minus. Just add. When you add, 0. Minus 4x square plus x square. Minus 3x square. Plus 4x minus x. Plus 3x. Okay. Bring the next term down. Plus 5. Now let us see what is minus 3x square by x square. That is equal to minus 3. So what's the number term comes here? That will be minus 3. Why? Minus 3 into x square, minus 3x square. Clear? So minus 3 into x square, minus 3x square, minus 3 into minus x, minus into minus plus, minus, so 3 into x, 3x. So it comes here 3x, plus 3x. Okay. Now minus 3 into plus 1, that is minus 3. Subtract. Change the symbol, then add. Plus, minus, plus, add. It becomes 0. It also becomes 0. Then plus 5 plus 3, 8. So 8 is the remainder in this case. Okay. So let us write what is quotient. What is quotient? Quotient is equal to x square plus x minus 3. What is remainder? So q of x, quotient. Now r of x, remainder. What is remainder? Remainder is 8 here. Is it clear? Here 0x cube term is not given. So you just added 0x cube. If you do not write 0x cube, when you get x cube here, you cannot substitute properly. That's why we applied a new term, that is 0x cube here. Okay. But here, x square 1 plus 1 minus 1, it is not in the order. So what we have done? So we have just arranged it in the standard form. Okay. Suppose here the x term is not given, you need not to write 0x. Only you have to add in p of x. Okay. You make sure that it is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 in that format. Don't bother about here g of x. In g of x, you should write this in standard form. If x term is not given, don't worry. You need not to write 0x here. Okay. But here if it is not given, you should write it. Yes, I think it is clear to you. Okay. Now how can I get this term's quotient? Divide this first term p of x by first term of g of x. So x raised to 4 by x square first term, x cube by x square, x second term, minus 3x square by x square minus 3 next term. Clear? So you got what is quotient and what is remainder. Hi students, if you want to master the subjects, especially mathematics, you have to practice similar types of problems. Okay. So the similar problems are given in the link given in the description. You can click the link, you can get the PDF downloaded and you start practicing. Now, if you have not subscribed our channel, you subscribe it and share with your friends. Okay, I'll be coming soon with new topic the very next day. Thank you.